ASEAN a beautiful creation.
Many years ago, the earth was in a beautiful condition. It had many resources such as easy access for clean water, large areas for crops and forests, overflowing amounts of fisheries, beautiful and exotic floras and faunas, and many more resources which had not been polluted with all the toxic fumes and plastic products all over it. It was the prime time of our Mother Earth, but then humans came and destroyed what had been beautiful. Humans came with all their development and technologies, thinking about how to make the earth a better place, but only for themselves. They didn't think about the other living creatures that may have existed before them. Humans and their selfishness only thought of themselves and how to strive for more.
The result? There are news about how human is just 0.01% of all life, but have destroyed 80% of wild mammals. There's also headlines about how people struggle to have access to clean water, news about how 7 million people die each year from ambient and domestic air pollution, news about floras and faunas that become extinct, news about how plastic products are piling up in the ocean, and many more tragic news about how the earth is just not like what it used to be. The sad part is, not everyone cares about the environment issue that we are facing right now.
Some companies and irresponsible individuals continue to satisfy their greed for money and keep destroying the planet, not minding the creatures living around them that most likely cannot fight for themselves to survive. And slowly, all that beautiful things that existed since many years back are starting to diminish and will soon be gone, especially some of ASEAN's countries who suffered from climate change and deforestation.
Therefore, come up an organization called ASEAN Centre for Biodiversity, who helps many countries for saving their climate and their will. The ASEAN Centre for Biodiversity, or ACB, is a regional center that facilitates cooperation and coordination among ASEAN Member States, or AMS. It also provides technical assistance to AMS in the preparation of national reports in compliance to their obligation to the Convention on Biological Diversity, or CBD.
To provide a venue to develop a framework to harmonize reporting to biodiversity-related conventions from national, regional to global levels, ACB conducted the Asian Workshop on Harmonization of Reporting to Biodiversity-related Conventions in Hanoi, Vietnam on 15 to 17 of April 2009. The workshop brought about discussion and exchanges of national experience, efforts, and plans on harmonization of reporting. It also produced recommendations to various biodiversity-related secretariats and national agencies, tasked to prepare, consolidate, and harmonize reports.
But why is biodiversity important? Biodiversity boosts ecosystem productivity where each species, no matter how small, all have an important role to play. For example, a larger number of plant species means a greater variety of crops, and greater species diversity will ensure natural sustainability for all life forms. Healthy ecosystems can better withstand and recover from a variety of disasters. And so, while we dominate this planet, we still need to preserve the diversity in wildlife.
Emergence of the environment as an issue area. 1. It was started in the 1960s and emerged thanks to better understanding of how the environment works and means to verify environmental degradations. An example, science advancement. Rise of the environment-oriented civil society, especially grave industrial catastrophe, rising perception of the planet as one single entity, or seeing the planet from space. It also sparked debate, the tragedy of the global commons, how to manage commons, how to share responsibility, how to prevent overexplosions, and so on.
One of the key drivers of change is the conversion of land to agriculture and other land uses for economic development. Although current forest cover in the ASEAN region remains high at about 48%, the yearly deforestation rate of at approximately 1% is 4 times the global average. And the trend continues to accelerate. At the same time, ASEAN's natural resources have also been overexploited for food, timber, fuel, and water.
Although ASEAN is currently not a major contributor to the climate change problem, this natural phenomenon has a tremendous impact on the ecosystem. It has been determined with high certainty that the world will experience increasing frequency of disease and pest outbreaks, as well as extreme events such as floods and droughts. The haze of 1997 until 98, due forest fires caused by man, resulted in high costs not only in terms of loss of biological diversity, but also to the ASEAN economies and to the health of the people. Alarmingly, this is a recurring hazard in the region.
The region's fish stock, in particular, is under stress. With increasing industrialization, the region also faces increasing air, water, and solid waste pollution, while toxic waste pollution is also becoming an increasingly serious problem. An often unnoticed driver of change until it is too late is the introduction of alien invasive species into the environment, which has resulted in the decimation of the region's endemic species.
What happens if all lost? Security risks are growing with the increasing demands for the natural resources that are basic to human survival. Protecting nature is much more than a priority for those of us who love nature. The direct connection between resource scarcity, international conservation, and one's country's economic and national security is staring us in the face. Continued leadership and support for international conservation programs for one's country governments are crucial in order to address the growing threats from resource scarcity.
So, what is our response to it? What is the ASEAN Centre for Biodiversity response to the threat of the biodiversity in ASEAN region? What we do is fulfilling the IC target by doing partnership and cooperation with other international bodies to maximize the output of these initiatives, such as partnership, ACB, and NBA cooperation, which is about capacity building towards implementing the Nagoya Protocol on Access and Benefit Sharing, set the Biodiversity Index, and the Strategic Plan on Biodiversity. The second is about Japan ASEAN Integration Fund Project, which is about lack of scientific information on biodiversity in ASEAN region is crucial issue in the assessment and prediction of biodiversity change, caused mainly by the lack of taxonomy capacity in data collection and analysis. To meet this challenge, the ACB and Japan have partnered to strengthen taxonomy capacity in ASEAN region through project funded by the Japan ASEAN Integration Fund. The third is ASEAN-China Environmental Cooperation Action Plan 2, which is about The development and the implementation of the phase 2 of the project, which focus on the establishment of cooperation network and increase of public awareness in biodiversity and ecological conservation through information dissemination and mainstreaming of knowledge in the public awareness champion, is Asian Korea Environmental Cooperation Project. The partnership is about supporting the project activity under the title of Restoration of Degraded Forest Ecosystem in the Southeast Asian Tropical Region during its phase 1 and 2, which is on 1 July 2000 until 3rd June 2008 for the time of implementation.
And also establishing a park. ASEAN Heritage Park are defined as protected areas of high conservation importance, preserving in total a complete spectrum of representative ecosystem of the Asian region. These areas are established to generate greater awareness, pride, appreciation, enjoyment, and conservation of ASEAN-rich natural heritage through a regional network of representative protected areas and to generate greater collaboration amongst AMS in preserving their shared natural heritage.
Wow.